Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Oh my god. This Nightmare on Elm Street remake, jeez, it's really bad. So many things don't work. They redid Freddy's makeup to make him look like a real burn victim, which looks horrific, but not in a way that you can enjoy being scared by. It just makes you feel uncomfortable, like you're looking at someone who's been badly injured and trying not to look at them. It just feels like that. The actor did a good job of the character, but he's not funny. And yes, I know they made Freddy too cute and too camp and so forth, but he still had that sense of taunting and playing like the cat and mouse with people. Whereas this one, he just feels like more of a serial killer. He doesn't have that sort of Freddy element, that personality, and you can't really do that. It's like, if you're going to do a series about that character, it has to be the same character. You can have a different actor and other elements that change, but so that was one thing though they just got wrong. And I think the other thing was they at least with this film try and deal with an element of his crimes, which was what he did with children. We do actually have these children, these teenagers eventually remember that they were actually abused by Freddy. And that's an issue which is horrific, but not in a fun horror movie sort of way. It's more disturbing and uncomfortable than anything else when you see these kids talking and realising and having visions. There's a scene where they're in Freddy's lair, his old lair, which apparently was boarded up. And one of the kids finds a bunch of Polaroids and shows the girl, and they're pictures of her being... So it's a bit too much. It's a bit too real. It's not fun. It's horrific, but not in a way that you can enjoy voyeuristically watching. And if you do identify with it, then that's a whole other issue. And most people wouldn't be able to identify with it unless they had that experience. So there were some huge issues with this film. I don't think it was ever really going to work. Now, you don't really get a sense of a group of kids working together or being hunted together like in the other films. We see the film start with one guy having nightmares and he's killed. It takes them a while to work out what's happening, but they're all sort of separate. I don't really like any of these kids. I didn't really feel attached to any of them. I didn't really care what happened to any of them. Particularly the main character, this Nancy. She's not Nancy. What can I say? She's not Heather Langenkamp. She's not the girl next door. She's just sort of dark and miserable, and you just don't care about these people. So of course you don't care what happens, and the Freddy isn't funny or interesting or disturbing or manipulative, or he's just... and the dream sessions, they go in and out of the dreams a bit more smoothly, but they still don't do a whole lot in them. They don't take it to, Rennie Harlan level, or have it be as dark and mysterious as the first film, which you can never really replicate because, you're introducing a character and these concepts, which, So it just didn't work. I saw it did I see it in the cinema? I think I saw it in the cinema, and I bought it on DVD and never watched it. Or maybe I didn't see it in the cinema and I just bought it on DVD, watched it once and put it away, to protect myself from it. But yeah, the actor was okay. And I remember when I met Robert Englund, he was telling people, not to give the actor a hard time because, well, he did his best and he did a good performance. He did give a good performance. He did do what they wanted, but what they wanted just didn't work. And like I said, I respect that they were trying to deal with the subject matter of Freddy's crimes, but it's just too horrific an issue to actually have in a horror film. You can have, horror that's too much, but so there's just... the characters aren't fun or likable. The crimes and things of Freddy are too horrific to really contemplate. His murders, it's all just kind of distasteful when you look at it all through that light. And like I said, the character, because the original Freddy was so camp and over the top that you just forgot about the crimes. You were just focusing on his chasing around these kids and the teenagers, and the dream elements and all that was just sort of interesting, entertaining. This film doesn't really have any of that. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It doesn't have the magic. It just doesn't work, and it didn't make any money. And yeah, I don't know if there's a future for Freddy. There's been talk of Robert Englund coming back to play him again, and there's no reason why he can't. They can always hide his age under the makeup. But as of yet, nothing's happened, and who knows what will happen. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you thought of Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake.